Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. So today, I kind of wanted to clear up a couple of things, because some of the fandom used to think that Weiss was prejudiced back in Volume 1 against the Faunus, and I really kind of wanted to discuss why she actually was not prejudiced against the Faunus, and I just wanted to kind of go into a bit of detail about that. But anyways, so sit back, relax, I hope you all enjoy, and let's go ahead and jump right on into this discussion. So, Weiss herself, some people believe that she was against the Faunus, or prejudiced against them, because of the way she acted at the end of Volume 1 when it came to the situation with Blake and the whole thing of her discovering about the White Fang and how she was actually a part of it. Now, some people believe this because of the way that she reacted towards Sun and how she was reacting about Blake and things of this sort. So, I want to kind of just jump in and talk about this one for a little bit, because she had her issues when it came to the White Fang, and they actually had a lot of reasons why she felt the way she did about the White Fang, but she never specifically said that she hated the Faunus. She never specifically said that, oh, I hate the Faunus, they're terrible individuals, are all evil, are all terrible. You know, she never said these sort of things. She never put it within a prejudice aspect. She put it more against the ones that were doing these terrible actions, the ones that attacked her family members and her friends, as well as the Shinida's company. Weiss had a hard life because she was a Shini, and obviously her father was in charge of the company. And because of this, and because of the White Fang attacking and killing some of her family and friends, this obviously put her in a bad predicament, because the White Fang made problems for the Shinida's company, which resulted in problems with her father. And because of this, this made a very hard home life for her. And looking at it like this, she only saw the White Fang as the problem. She didn't say every Faunus. She did not particularly say, oh yeah, all Faunus are bad because of this. No, she was directly pointing it at the White Fang. So it's the White Fang is where her anger was towards. It was not towards the actual Faunus themselves. It was of the members of the White Fang that actually were doing these things. Now, of course, yes, the White Fang, yes, they were Faunus, but this does not mean that she was a racist individual. This does not put her in the terms of saying that she hated all Faunus. She just hated the White Fang for their actions. And when you look at this, what happened here was this obviously made it hard for her, because her father was an abusive alcoholic, and obviously he would take this out on the family, which made it very difficult for Weiss as she grew up. And of course, looking more at Weiss's story and looking more at her character, it obviously showed that because of the problems that she had with her father, that this did not make for a good household life. And she even said that. She even told Blake that. And that's the thing, that obviously this was taken out because of the fact that her father was obviously angry because of the situation that had been occurring, the things that had been constantly happening to the company, so he would take it out on individuals that he had control over, such as Weiss. And, you know, that's what made it very hard for her life, and it makes sense as to why she has issues with her father, but looking at it, he took out his anger because of what had been happening on his family. And that's not the right way to ever go about it. That's never right. That's never the way to go about it. But that's exactly what he did, making this hard for Weiss, which, you know, made more of her anger not just towards her father, but towards the White Fang, because of the misdeeds and the wrong things that they were doing. This obviously caused complications, and she knew where one of the biggest sources of the complication was coming from, which was the White Fang. So therefore, she had it against them, but she never directly had it against the Faunus. And a lot of people seem to think that because of this, she had it against the entire Faunus. Now, that's not the case at all here, and I wanted to make that a little more on the clear side. And I do want to also bring up one more thing. So there's one big important thing that a lot of people tend to strike against Weiss here when this is actually discussed. And the one thing that has actually been brought up by some people about this is whenever it actually came to the events that led up to the whole conversation between her and Blake about the whole thing with Sun. And I want to bring up a little bit about that as well. Yes, she did call him a filthy Faunus, but she did not mean that in the context of a racist formality. She meant that within the forms of, well, he looked like a filthy individual because he was a stowaway, he threw banana peels at the people who were security, you know, he did not act in a mannerly way. And obviously, what did he do? He ran for it. You know, he kind of was in the regards of being seen as someone that was not a moral individual, or somebody that just didn't seem good. He seemed more on the rude side. So it made sense because he just didn't seem like he had any manners. And that's the context, and the way she put it was that he didn't have manners, that he seemed like a rude individual. And because of the way he acted, that he seemed filthy to her. That's the reason why she put it in that context. It was not a racist point of view. She went upon her first impression of Sun, and that's when they first saw Sun. But realistically, all of her anger was towards the White Fang and what they did, not towards all the Faunus. That is something that some people misinterpret. And she was also accepting of Blake when she came back, and had no ill will towards her. But anyways, let me know what you think down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments down below. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, hit the video with a like, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and share this with your friends if you found this informative or useful. Well, anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day, and remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you, and have yourselves a good one, everybody.